Hi, I'm Dr. Suresha and I welcome you warmly to my channel. In this video, you're going to learn about the different philosophies of marketing or the evolution of marketing. Okay, so that means marketing concept has evolved over time. That is, at different times, marketing was understood in different ways. Okay, so in this video, you are going to learn how marketing concept was understood and how the philosophy of marketing has been from different times till today. Okay, so before I get into the video, please do like the video and subscribe to my channel. Well, coming to the main theme of the video, the first concept like pre-industrial revolution or immediately after the industrial revolution, that is during the 1850 and 1900, during that era, it was like the production philosophy. Rather, marketing was understood as completely based on production. Okay, that means if you want to sell your product or if you want to market your product, the then philosophy was like produce the product effectively, efficiently, in bulk, in mass. Like mass production was marketing back at that time. Okay, that means people used to believe that if you produce in big numbers, in large numbers, and if you produce them effectively, right, the product will automatically sell itself. And the time was also like that. At that point of time, because it was new, the industrial revolution was new. So there was a lack or scarcity of products back there in the market. So people used to purchase whatever is produced and whatever was available. So at that point of time, production is the key to marketing. Like if you want to, if you can produce a product effectively and efficiently in large numbers, that is marketing. Okay, it used to sell, the product used to sell and the consumers used to buy. Okay, so that was the production concept during 1850 and 1900. Okay, and then came your product concept or product philosophy of marketing. That means if a marketer is able to produce quality products with lots of features, then the product will automatically sell. Okay, so that was the product concept that was ruling the market during 1900 and 1920. Okay, so that was the product philosophy. That is how it used to be like. Okay, so that means you make a product of high quality with lots of good features in it. That's it. Okay, it is all like, you don't have to really look at the customer for whatever his needs are. You have the manufacturing facility, you have the production facility at the company's end, and you try to produce quality products. Okay, so this concept of product as marketing concept, it led to something called marketing myopia. That means short-sightedness of the market. You are not looking at the market from a from a long-term point of view. You are immediately trying to sell whatever is there with you. Okay, you have produced no doubt a quality product, but it may not be something what the customer is wanting. It is something what the company is able to produce. Okay, so that led to the concept called marketing myopia, that is the short-sightedness of market. Okay, that means they are not taking the long run view of the market. They are not able to understand the needs and wants of the consumer. Rather, they were focused on themselves. The companies, they were focused on themselves. Whatever best they could offer, they were offering, thinking that it will automatically sell. Okay, so marketing at that point during 1900s and 1920, it was the concept that was ruling the market. Okay, then came your selling philosophy or the selling concept of marketing. Okay, it is like again the same thing. Consumers' needs were never placed or never given the importance. Okay, like the company, it has produced something, and through lots and lots of promotional efforts, okay, lots and lots of persuasion, you are persuading the consumer in this concept. Okay, through lots of sales promotional activities. Okay, continuously you are trying to sell the product, making one time sale, just selling the product from the company to the market used to be the marketing concept at that point. Okay, this happened during 1920s and 1930s. Okay, so here the focus was solely on making the sale with the help of lots of selling efforts, like sales promotion efforts. You either you advertise or you promote the product or you offer discount, you do whatever you want to do. Okay, but somehow or the other you try to push the product from the company to the market. That is, you are basically taking an outside, like whatever you have, whatever the product you have, you are trying to push that product to the consumer with the help of lots of selling activities. Okay, so this was the concept that used to rule the market. Like people back at that time used to think marketing is all about selling. Okay, they were not focused on again the needs and wants of the consumers. Okay, they were just focused on themselves, and somehow with lots of persuasion, promoting the product or selling the product to the consumer used to be the goal of the companies at that time. Okay, then came your marketing philosophy. Okay, marketing, obviously it starts with customer, it revolves around customer, and it ends with customer. Okay, marketing means, first of all, the concept was like, the philosophy was like, understand the needs and wants of customers, understand your customer well. Try to figure out what his wants are, what his needs are, what is he expecting from the company. Okay, here product is seen as a need satisfying entity. It is not just physical features of the product, but it is the need satisfying entity. Product in marketing concept is the need satisfying entity, and marketing concept brings up the philosophy of putting the customer at the pivot, at the center. Okay, all the rest of the activities revolves around the customer. Okay, it starts with understanding the needs and wants of customer. It tries to make products that satisfy those needs, and it tries to maintain a long run relationship with the customer. Okay, so that is the marketing concept, and it has already it has always been a successful concept and a long run concept. Okay, even this day, even today, companies are following this concept of trying to understand the customer needs and trying to satisfy his needs and wants through a product or a service. Okay, and then focus will be on maintaining the long run relationship with the customer. Okay, it is like the approach is like completely, it revolves around the customer. Okay, then is the societal marketing concept. Societal marketing philosophy says that since business is part of the society, okay, since it is taking all the inputs from the society, okay, it is making use of all the resources from the society, businesses definitely do have a responsibility towards society. Okay, so that is the base of societal marketing concept. Okay, so the society is very much a stakeholder of business. Even though the sole aim of business is to make profits, it again has to take care of the society. It cannot afford to forego the society, since it is very much part of it. Okay, so it has to see to it that it is socially responsible towards the society. Okay, it should not harm the society, and it should abide by the rules and regulations of the society. Okay, also it should take care of the cultural aspects of the society. It should take care of the overall good that it is doing to the public of the society. Okay, so this is the societal concept of marketing. Okay, the last concept is the holistic approach to marketing. Holistic approach, as the name itself suggests, it is the it has to take a comprehensive view of marketing. Okay, marketing is not just selling. Marketing is not just marketing the product. It is not just producing the product. Okay, holistic approach suggests that marketing should be seen as a integrated effort of different activities, different departments, different stakeholders. Okay, every stakeholder should be given due importance, and all those things, all those departments, all those different stakeholders put together will try to satisfy the needs and wants of the consumer. That is how holistic marketing approach suggests. Okay, it is like an extension to the marketing approach. Okay, marketing, as you have understood by now, is not independent activity. It is not independent of anything. It is a coordinated activity. It has to go with different departments within the organization and different stakeholders outside the organization. Okay, so holistic marketing also suggests the same, that it is a integrated activity, and people have to, companies, they have to take care of a holistic thing. It has to integrate all the different stakeholders, and they have to commonly work for the achievement of the objectives and goals. Okay, so these are the 6 different approaches to marketing and 6 different philosophies of marketing. Okay, so this is the video for today, and please do like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.